If anybody knows Tow Wrecker's channel, I bet you he'd love this. It's an old cable lift recovery vehicle. Got a belt lift on the back as well. Massive winches. Would have carried oxyacetylene by the looks. I'd say it's 6x6, yeah, it's 6x6. Not sure who made this one. Oh, International, there you go. 5-speed, non-synchro, high-low range and 6x6. Air brakes, air over hydraulic. Lift and tow, 3175 kilos on hook. There we go. That's another nice unit. Winch on the front. Oh, not winch, sorry. You can run the winch rope to the front, I'd say, somehow. There'd be a guide somewhere for you to run the winch rope forwards, but there's a cranking hole. I was going to say the vise there. Very useful on the field. Very useful. And here we have a combination little dozer backhoe sort of loader configuration used by the engineer corps for digging. John Deere, I think that says. Oh, and it's licensed still. This one must run as well. Now this looks a bit more modern. I wonder if this is a Challenger or something. I'm not sure. Nice decent cannon on it, but it looks like at least 90mm. Once again, carrying it must be British because it's got the same tradition, the rubber rimmed steel wheels. And I can't see the sprocket too well here. I wonder if this one's front or rear wheel drive. Is it something like that, a Challenger or something? Yep, rear wheel drive. Her name is Bacardi. Oh man, these things are built like brick fucking shit houses. Even that air vent is just huge. Overly constructed. Well, somebody needs to learn how to drive. I love it. I love it. Look at the size of the towing cable. I wonder if that's road damage or battle damage. I can't see any other scars anywhere. I'd say it's just somebody doesn't know how to drive. Well, I can't see that properly. I think this is 1st Armoured Regiment. Say that'd be a rangefinder up there for the main cannon. And if you look up here, Commander's periscope, Commander's viewports and cupola. Driver's periscopes. No bow gun in this one. And the coax is missing. Interesting. 25-pounder field gun Mark II. Some were produced by Holden. Now this would be towed by a tank or a jeep or something. Definitely have to be towed by something. Yeah, got a pintle hook and towing hitch. Gunner's seat. I wonder if that bottom part can be stuck in the ground and then you can traverse the thing. Yeah, I think that's the way it works. That bottom part there, you can stick it in the ground and then you can traverse the gun. Controls for aiming once again. Breech. I wonder if this breech has been sealed. I'd say it would have been. Yeah, it looks like it's been welded up as well. Park brake. Some things are easy. Oh, this one's a lot bigger. A lot bigger. Yeah, barrel's been sealed. Breech had been sealed as well. Got big aircraft tyres. They look like. Oh, I see how this works. You push the two back ends together. The two back calves get pulled together, and then you get your towing hook there, and then that cone shape there slides into the female receptacle for it over there, and you can tow it. See what calibre it is. It looks big. Looks painful. Looks like a derp cannon. Freaking derp cannons. 5.5 inch medium gun, 139.7mm, a medium gun. 2 to 3 rounds per minute, maximum range nearly 17 kilometres, crew of 10. Another derp cannon, 105mm howitzer, 5 rounds a minute. Once again, breech has been sealed, barrel has been sealed by the looks. And I think this is another one where you can wishbone it to deploy. Yeah, those spades that dig into the ground to deploy. And then once you're finished, you pack it back up, hook it back up to your Land Rover, and off you go. Yeah, they look like Land Rover wheels. Love the muzzle brake. Very derpy. Very, very derpy. It's my world of tanks, friends, fans and players. I love the logo. I love it. Just like in tanks. Rubber pads. Air cleaner. Spare track length by the looks. Yeah, being an American design, it's going to be front drive. I remember before I showed you that engine and said that you'd have the drive shaft going forwards to the gearbox and differential. Well, the gearbox and differential in the American tanks is right in the very front drive sprocket. M3 Stuart light tank, 14.7 tonne, 58 km an hour, 120 km range, 250 horsepower air-cooled Continental Wright radial petrol. Donated to the Army Museum of WA in 2007 by the WA branch of the Royal Australian Armoured Corps Association, 37mm gun. So you can open up the viewports to see out the front, and then if you get under fire you just shut them again. Machine gun's been sealed up. I doubt the calibre was that small originally. This gun isn't sealed. 37mm main gun. Looks like it's been locked in its yeah, it looks like it's been locked in place in the turret. Suspension. Firestone tyres. Yeah, they're just like a forklift or implement tyre, so why not? I think this has got the vertical volute spring suspension, if I remember correctly. Spring and a spring and a spring. Rear idler is on the same sort of setup, and that would hold the tension of the wheel as well. You can also set the tension there a bit, I'd say. Not like an excavator where you just pump it up full of grease and off you go. Other air cleaner. Got a bracket for carrying probably an auxiliary fuel tank there. That would probably be the fitting itself for the fuel to get in from the auxiliary fuel tank. Engine compartment doors. Man, I wish they'd let me look in there. I really do. Turret. Oh, look at the pissy little machine gun in coax with that. Oh, that's not even a gun, they've just made that. Oh, I thought they had, yeah, they would have had machine guns in here too. But at some stage somebody's welded that up and done a bit of a butcher's job of it too, probably a stick welder out in the field. Little fighting port there. Very good. M3 Stuart. M3 Grant. I'll do this one as well for the Wilder Tanks crew. It's actually an M3 Lee. Once again, it's got rubber tracks. Well, rubber inserts on the tracks. Same sort of suspension setup as the Stewart, just a bit bigger. Front wheel drive once again, or front sprocket drive. It's that famous side door that everyone likes to shoot through, kill the crew. Turret. Exhausts. Mufflers of some kind, air intakes, engine compartment door. 28 tonnes. Rear idler sprockets. Yeah, vertical volute spring suspension. I think that's what it's called. It was all riveted. Wow, it's a lot of hot rivets. It's a hell of a lot of hot rivets, and I'm not talking about MOTs. Wow, bolt and rivet construction. 76mm main gun. I think that's a 20mm. No, 37mm. Yeah, the coaxial's missing as well. Driver's viewport, spare track link. Oh, that periscope there looks like it's just been bodged up to make it look real. I think that's about the end of my tour. I'd love to take this for a drive like you wouldn't believe. Like you wouldn't believe. These ones don't look so well maintained as the more modern one over there, but I bet you they'd still run with a bit of love. Anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe that should be the new MDK logo, boys. Go a bit of a top view of the Stewart. See that turret detail a bit better on the top. And the Grant or Lee rivets. Look at them all. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, I was just speaking to the gentleman at the front desk, and this is a Leopard. But the reason that it was given to them was the fact that the engine has been filled with concrete and put back together, so it can't run. Disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Alex is going to rant about it when I get home. But beautiful tank destroyed because some bastard wanted to put concrete in the engine just so nobody could ever start it and drive it ever again. What a shame. Just spotted this on the way out. Looks like a little gen set. Yeah, it is. 122 40 volts. Some kind of these would be for radios, I would say. Maybe. Some of the old radio equipment needed them plugs like that from memory. Volts AC. Cycles. That's been replaced. That's new. Current ammeter. Percentage of full load. I don't know what kind of engine that is. Wisconsin, Teledyne Wisconsin motor, it says. Maybe that'll be making DC, I'd say. No, volts AC, there we go. Typical military, the spark plug is braided to stop a radio interference, and also it's bolted on like a plane, so you can't accidentally come off while it's running. Generator set, gasoline engine, 2.5 kVA, 122 40 volt single phase, 50 hertz. Wisconsin, heavy duty air cooled engine. Ford V8 side valve engine. So it's 6.3 compression. Oh my god, 95 brake horsepower. How much capacity? Only 4 litres, 95 horsepower at 4 litres. Starter motor, exhaust manifold, single barrel carburetor. The fuel bowl filter is mounted on the there like that. I wonder if that's driven by a cam or something. So that'd be air intake. Oh no, not air intake, water intake, sorry. Yeah, water going to the heads. Magneto generator still turns. Oil pressure switch, temperature switch, probably oil pressure. Interesting. Interesting old engine. Oh, that might be the water outlet, and that's just been stuck in there to cover it up. Little gearbox, PTO hole there, clutch lever, shifter. Probably a 4-speed non-synchro reverse.